Hello, I am Mrs. Anjali Nadagoda from KLS Gupte PU College, Science section. My dear students, I hope you are safe and you are taking the benefit of online classes. In our last class, we have completed the vitamins and hormones. So today we are going to study the further, that is nucleic acids. You have observed many times that in our uh, we are having the same characteristics as that of our parents. How this is? That is, every generation of each and every species resembles its ancestors in many ways. How are these characteristics transmitted from one generation to the next? So it has been observed that nucleus of a living cell is responsible for the transmission of inherent characters, also called heredity. So in common we say it is heredity. The particles in nucleus of the cell responsible for heredity are called chromosomes, which are made up of proteins and another type of biomolecules called nucleic acids. So nucleic acids are biopolymers, nucleotides. Now biopolymers, bio means biological, polymers means long chain compounds. Nucleotides means they are the polymers of nucleotides, that is basic unit is nucleotide. So they are called as polynucleotides. So what is the another name? Nucleic acids are also called as polynucleotides. So how we can define it? Nucleic acids are vital components present in all living organisms and responsible for storage and transmission of genetic information, that is heredity characteristics. They transmit the genetic information from one generation to the other generation. So how many types of nucleic acids are there in body? There are two types of nucleic acids, that is deoxyribonucleic acids, that is in short DNA, and ribonucleic acid, that is RNA. Now we are going to study in detail about the DNA and RNA. What is the chemical composition of nucleic acids? So any nucleic acids on hydrolysis, complete hydrolysis, gives pentose sugar, means one sugar molecule, then phosphoric acid and nitrogen containing heterocyclic compounds, which are called as base. So on hydrolysis it gives one sugar molecule, phosphoric acid, and third one is base. Now here the structure is given. Just see the structure of beta D ribose. You can see the structure of beta D ribose. It is just like the Haworth structure of fructose, in which five carbon atoms are there. Therefore, it is called as pentose sugar. And similarly, beta D 2-deoxyribose. So here, what is the difference? You will just come to know what is the difference here. At the second carbon atom, H and OH is there, whereas in beta D 2-deoxyribose, the second carbon atom, both are hydrogen. Now, what is another difference in DNA and RNA? So here, the components wise, the difference is given. Pentose sugar, that is 5-membered cyclic monosaccharide, which is present in DNA, is beta D 2-deoxyribose, and in RNA it is beta D ribose. Nitrogenous bases. Which bases are present in DNA? That is adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine. Whereas in RNA, adenine, guanine, cytosine and uracil. Now you will see you can observe here the first three bases, nitrogenous bases, are common in DNA and RNA. Only the fourth one is different, that is thymine and uracil. So here one more question is possible. Name the nitrogenous base which is present only in DNA or only in RNA. Now, what about the helical structure? That is, how is the structure of this DNA and RNA? So, DNA is having double-stranded structure, whereas RNA is having single-stranded structure. Heredity material. DNA is a chemical material of heredity, means whatever heredity characteristics are there are stored in DNA, whereas RNA is not responsible for the heredity. RNA only transmits that characters from one generation to other generation. So these are the difference points between DNA and RNA. Now, how is the structure of nucleic acids? Nucleic acid, as we have earlier we have seen, what is the definition? They are polynucleotides. So it consists of the nucleotides. How these nucleotides are formed? Nucleotides are formed by nucleosides. So what is the basic unit is nucleoside. What is nucleoside? So nucleoside is a unit formed by the attachment of a base and a sugar is known as nucleoside. That is sugar plus base. In that sugar, in sugar structure which we have already seen, in that one of the OH molecule on the first carbon atom is replaced by base, forms nucleoside. Now, when this nucleoside is esterified with phosphoric acid, gives nucleotide. So, what is nucleotide is? Combination of nucleoside plus phosphate, that is gives nucleoside. So, what is present in nucleotide then? Sugar plus base plus phosphate. This totally it is called as nucleotide. Now, here is the structure of nucleotide. You can just see the structure. This is a five-membered carbon sugar, that is sugar molecule. This part is sugar molecule. Then this part is nitrogenous base, and this part is phosphate group, that is which is attached between the two nucleosides. Now, if you want the detailed structure of this nucleosides and nucleotides, it is given on page number 420 and 421. How the dinucleotide is formed. Di means two. Nucleotide means two nucleotides, how they join with each other, and when such large number of nucleotides are joined together, it is called as nucleic acid. Now, what is the primary structure of nucleic acid? So, information regarding the sequence of nucleotides, means which base is joined to that sugar molecule, is in the chain of a nucleic acid is called as primary structure. Now, why which base I told? Because there are four bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine, or adenine, guanine, cytosine and uracil. So, out of this, which base and how that base is attached? Which base is attached to the sugar molecule? What is the sequence? This gives the primary structure of nucleic acid. Now, what is the structure of DNA? let us have first who discovered this. So this DNA structure is given by James Watson and Francis Crick. So it is having double stranded helix structure. What is meant by double stranded? Stranded means there are two different chains which are joined together just like a spiral ladder. So, in which the two nucleic acid chains are wound about each other and held together by hydrogen bonds between the pairs of bases. Means the railing of the ladder is made up of the sugar and base and the phosphate, and the in between the steps of the ladder are made up of the bases, and these bases are joined together by hydrogen bond. This is how the double stranded helix means spiral structure is formed. See the figure for the reference, see the figure 14.7. Now these two strands are running in opposite directions. They are held together by hydrogen bonds between pairs of bases. The two strands are complementary to each other, and when they are joining together, the specific bond is formed. That is, adenine forms hydrogen bond only with thymine, whereas cytosine forms hydrogen bond with guanine. So this is the overall structure of DNA, which is shown in figure number 14.7. Now, secondary structure of RNA. Nucleic acids have secondary structure also. In this structure, helices are present. Helices means the chains are present, only single stranded, means only one strand, one chain. Sometimes they fold back on themselves to form a double helix structure, but this is sometimes, remember. There are three types of RNA molecule which performs different function. That is messenger RNA, which is also called as mRNA. Second, ribosomal RNA, that is rRNA, and transfer RNA, that is tRNA. All these are having different functions. Now in this topic we have to learn only the structures. So what is the biological importance of nucleic acid then? Biological importance is, see, all of you have heard about the DNA fingerprinting, which is specially used in forensic laboratories for identification of criminals or to determine the paternity of an individual, means who are the parents or whether that son or daughter is of the same parent or not. So that can be detected by using the DNA fingerprinting test. To identify the dead bodies in any accident by comparing the DNAs of parents or children. So this is how the nucleic acid plays an important role by transmitting the genetic information from one generation to the other generation. That is, so what is the function? To store and transmit genetic information and use that information to direct the synthesis of new protein. Second one, DNA is a permanent storage place for genetic information in the nucleus of a cell. Means where the genetic information, that is heredity characteristics, are stored in DNA. DNA controls the synthesis of RNA, and RNA transmits the genetic information, means it acts as only messenger to transmit the genetic information from DNA to the protein synthesizers in the cell. RNA is also responsible for directing the production of new protein by transmitting the genetic information to the protein building structure. Now various RNA help in protein synthesis. Now here the topic is completed. So let us have the assignment. Some questions, some of the model questions I am giving you. What are nucleic acids? Name the type of nucleic acid. So here you have to write the definition of nucleic acids, and the type of nucleic acids are DNA and RNA. But you have to write it in long form. Then name the sugars present in nucleic acids. So sugars may be beta D 2-deoxyribose or beta D ribose. Name the base present in DNA but not in RNA or vice versa. While explaining the slide, I have already told you this question because there are first three are common bases, adenine, guanine, cytosine, and only one is different, that is thymine or uracil. Give the difference between DNA and RNA. You can go through the points. So this is how the questions can be asked. I request all the students to refer the website of PUC board, that is www.pue.kr.nic.in, in which on this website the extra questions, that is question bank, is given from the topic wise. So you will get the different questions and how the answers should be written because it is given with answers. And thank you. The topic is completed. You can write the notes, and if you have any doubts, you can call me on my mobile. Thank you, one and all.